Okay, so I'm going to be making a video about dressing a table. And I know this is kind of interesting because this actually comes from the days I worked in hotels and restaurants, where we would have to dress tables and like stands for if we were doing banquets. And so I kind of learned these tricks on how to fold tablecloths to dress them. And I use it a lot in my class. If you notice, I keep like stuff underneath my tables and things, and it kind of has storage without making it look all crazy, like busy or super cluttered, and then I can stick stuff under there. But I use a tablecloth. It doesn't have to be a particularly expensive tablecloth. I've used this one for a while. So the trick is you need to lay it down. It can be any shape, rectangle, trapezoid, any way you're doing it, as long as you kind of follow angles. So what I mean by that is the first thing you need to want to pay attention to is the bottom. So the bottom is you want to line the bottom up. Mine's kind of frayed over time, but you want to line the bottom up to where it's about 1 centimeter off of the ground, and that's where you base it off of. So you want it in the middle of the table, centimeter off the ground. And if you notice, this goes across back this way, and then there's some extra room. Well, not extra room, but there's very little here. So there's a lot of extra space here in the back. So it doesn't have to totally match the back if you're putting it up against the wall. So you want to kind of line that up first, and I put staples here on the table. I know it seems kind of crazy, but that's what helps me out here, is I put it here, and it keeps it from sliding this way. And so that's kind of the first step of dressing the table. So if you notice, it's kind of down there, and it's there in the middle, and there it is. So now, this is where I say you're playing off the angle. So this angle here, wherever the corner is, you want it to be where there's a crease on it going straight across. If you notice, mine already has a crease in it because I've done this so long with this particular tablecloth. But if I'm holding it up, I want it to be going straight across. And so if you look, it's kind of looking at the bottom, where the bottom is leveled there, going straight across, and then you want to have a crease here going straight across. So once you get that crease, or sort of that spot where you kind of have a little bit of a tension on it, you're going to want to pull this back over to where the corner is. So see, I'm taking this crease and I'm folding it up to that same corner right there. Okay, I'm going to put the phone down here for a moment. Hopefully it doesn't get too crazy, but just give me a second. I don't think you can see a whole lot, but what I do is I take a stapler and I staple it on that edge, and so let's get that back for you, on that edge right there, and so it folds it along this edge, and if you try to match that angle going across, it's gonna match up on the bottom. So that goes across, and then all you need to do is take this edge here and wrap it around. So I'm going to put it here. It's kind of hard to do when when I've only got 2 hands here to do it. And so now I just stapled it right there to where I stapled it on the end, and it kind of wraps around that edge in the corner. So when I put this up against the wall, and I've done both sides, it has a wrapped table. So you can do that with any shaped table, any kind of table. Same premise holds for this one. You're just doing the angle straight across, then you're folding it over to the edge. This is even a plastic table, but I have a pretty good stapler, so it staples it, and then it just has a nice finished look for a tablecloth, and you can put stuff underneath it for storage. So there you go.